try and live, but Pobelta snags a kill. Now they watch it up. He's going to go down. Michael swoops back into the run. Each with the knockup again. The channel through. The tide is in. That's going to be one. That should be a second. I'll take that line.
Hey guys, Parks Owsley here, joined by the support of 100 Thieves, Aprhomoo. Congratulations, you just clinched first place in the regular season, which obviously is not the overall goal. The overall goal is to then make that first place in the playoffs. So what do you think? How are you doing? Obviously you have a lot of veterans on the team. You've all been in playoffs before. What's the strategy? How does the strategy change when you start having a best of 5?
I think, how many weeks do we have? Maybe 3 weeks until we play because we got to buy. Whatever it is. Maybe it's 2. But since we got 2 weeks of practice, we get to watch what teams are going to play and what they pick, what they value and stuff. And I think it's going to be probably the best 2 weeks of practice we're going to have, especially for best of 5s. And having Prawley on our team, really good at best of 5s. Been at semifinals for Worlds for him. And I just think for us, we've been doing really well going through the grind of these last second half of the split, going 9-1 off the tiebreaker. Yeah, so we just got to keep that up and do a little bit more.
Yeah, that's great. And so you mentioned a couple things. One is the meta. So how much do you think that there will be a meta change when we go into playoffs?
Are they changing patches? I don't know.
I don't know that yet. Yeah.
All right. Well, if we're on the same patch, I think the meta's gonna be as it is right now, still. And if there's a new patch, maybe it'll change, but I don't think they'll do that. We'll probably be on the same patch. And I just think it all comes down to execution. Usually when playoffs rolls around the last week, and then once you practice, it's all about execution. How do we get what we want? How do we play our win condition? Not too many changes in picks or weird picks like that, unless you're setting up for like a counter pick, like we do Darius, something like that.
And you also talked about how you get to kind of watch what these other teams are going to be doing and kind of see where their value is.
Yeah.
One thing that I've noticed though is like last year at Worlds, there were actually quite a few teams that did the first play-in that then actually made it out of the group stage. Do you think that there might be any sort of advantage in being, like, let's say, 4th place and getting an extra week to kind of practice on stage?
It's possible. Usually it helps you get out the jitters because you already get to play and stuff like that. But I don't think it changes the fact of the pressure that you feel when you do come into the semifinal match. And it's just pros and cons. We get to watch what they do. They get to practice on stage before we do, you know. But having the bye feels a lot better since you're already guaranteed to go to Miami.
For sure.
That's just like safety net.
For sure. Well, yeah, obviously really nice to know you're already going there no matter what. So best of luck with that, of course. And then you showed a lot of humility today on stage when Avali asked you about MVP and why you deserve it and stuff like that. And let's say you win it. You mentioned that it would be kind of a team award. What's 1 or 2 things about every player on your team that you'd like to honor that you think kind of have obviously gotten you in this first place position, but even helped you shine as a support?
All the players together put a lot of effort towards their role and how they want to play, how we want to play, and then bringing that together. And we're also not, I'll say, pussyfooting around when we want to figure out how we want to do something. So everyone will have, strong opinions. We are a veteran roster, so everyone's going to have the way they want to do it. But it's just about keeping an open mind, and all of our players are really good at that. And in terms of macro and stuff like that, everyone is always looking out for each other, and it feels like everybody on the team is just great understanding of macro, and we're able to do things that most teams won't usually be able to do in terms of how to start a fight, our vision control, our playing as a 4-man. We have a tanker top. I think our 4-man is probably one of the best in the league on this side of the map in terms of controlling it and how do we get it and communication. But other than that, since it feels good to have all of those traits for our team, we're also just jokers. So every time we're playing, we're always saying something dumb or something like that, and that does feel really good. if you can get to the point where, you know, everyone fully understands what we're supposed to do and you have time to, you know, say a quick joke.
Yeah,
And make
that's awesome.
it a little lax, and I love that.
Kind of take the pressure off a little bit. That's great. So you're headstrong, you're confident, you have each other's backs, and you can still have fun.
Yeah.
That's great. Last question. What is something about this team that you feel like has more opportunity for success than other teams that you've been on?
Just the conglomeration of all the players together. We're from. You never know that we would be a team with these players on our team. Me, yes, for you someday, Cody and me. That's pretty weird. But I do think the combination of us all is something very special.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed playing on this team. I think we're all doing very well.
Awesome.
And I'm looking forward to playoffs.
Yeah. Well, best of luck. It seems to have worked out pretty well so far.
Thank
you. Looking forward to see how it continues to do so.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Awesome. I look forward to seeing you in Miami.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. See you there.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.